Yo, 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 yo. Oh, shit. I just realized I forgot to do something very important before starting this. Well, hopefully it will never be noticed. Let's go ahead and get the stream open. Oh, it's working. Oh, not the same chat. Okay. Pop out. You. Just use it if I can do the thing. Please. Thank you. Alright. So we got a chat window open. Everything's going great. Let's get some. Alright. Alright. So, welcome to the stream, everybody. My name's Derek. This is Fatal RPM. And in today's video, today's stream, I'm finally getting started on something that I said I was going to do quite a while ago. So, unfortunately, I kind of destroyed my fingers. So that's kind of why this is getting expedited. And, well, actually, that's not entirely true. This happened while I was getting everything set up. Because I'm an idiot. But nonetheless, what we're actually going to be doing here is we're going to be getting the main board for the MegaSquirt here set up. So this is the board here. I guess I can finally open this after an eternity. Let's go ahead and break these guys apart. Let's go to my desktop. Oh, actual desktop. There you go. So, this is this here. I've been struggling, honestly, with my hand. And essentially what happened is I just burnt my fingertips. But they're pretty bad burns, unfortunately. And yeah, that's actually why this is a bit late. I wanted to start this at 5, but ran into some issues. So I'm 2 hours late. Better late than never. So here we go. This is the main board here for the MegaSquirt. I don't know how any of this stuff is going to be set up, but let's just go ahead. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the standoff holes, actually. I think those are standoff holes. You know, if they're not, they are now. I just don't feel like clamping it down at the moment, because I'm probably going to have to move it anyway. So, here we go. So this is the board here. Now, we have the instructions here ready to get it all set up. So, this is quick start guide. This is for the This doesn't look like this is what I need. Nope, this is exactly what I need. Okay, so build your MegaSquirt. So this is going to be essentially my crutch the entire time. This is what we're going to be working alongside. So basically we need to get into 2.1 to build or buy. Obviously we're going to be building, so define. There's a couple prerequisites you need in order to get everything wired up here or set up correctly. One of those being just the simple fact of knowing what you want to have in the car. So for instance, I'm going to be doing full sequential ignition. So that means we'll have full sequential spark and full sequential fuel. So no bulk firing or anything like that. Everything's going to be individual, so I can have the most control. And we're going to be converting the cast system over to a crank and cam trigger, actually. If you haven't watched the video, you can go ahead and check it out at your leisure. It's just going to be the intro to, well, not the intro, but the parts unboxing for all the parts that I got for the Z. So as you can see, it says command. This is essentially just step by step. Build the MegaSquirt, assemble your fuel and ignition system, set up your wiring harness, connect the map hose to the full vacuum source, install the tuner software, as well as powering up the ECU, and get the serial comm set up. But that's that's way ahead of where we're going to be starting out. So we need to. Oh, this is the wrong thing. Okay, so MegaSquirt 3. Huh. Manual contains quick start guide. Is there, no, that's not what I want. These manuals include wiring. Let's go MS3X. So it when you get this, it's actually a lot easier to figure out exactly what you need to get done, because they give you a little sheet that tells you where to get. Oh, wait. No, that's a relay board. Nope. This is the wrong guy. Let me read the index. See what we got here. So MegaSquirt system, hardware review, wiring best practices with wiring inputs, outputs, fuel system, ignition system. See, yeah, no. This is not what I need. Oh, wait. Hold on. I want to check this out real quick. Do they have... Oh, these are firing orders. Never mind. Okay. Ignition. Yeah, no, this is not what I need. I wish I could remember where that thing is. DIY. Okay. What we're actually going to do is also nope. MS3. Assembly guide. There we go. Wait, is this it? Why do I feel like this is not it? Mega manual, MegaSquirt. I'm just gonna click on a random place. Oh no, this is 100% it. Okay, cool. Cool. Shows you how the boards are made. So I need to go. Is there a PDF of the manual? Oh, lovely. PDF of the manual is under here, file docs. Cool. All right, so V3 assembly. Hey, here we go. This is the one that I've seen before. So this is exactly what we need here. So we have we do have the daughter board. I forget exactly which daughter board we have. So essentially what we have here, or what I have, is going to be the MegaSquirt 3 with the Map Daddy 4 upgrade, as well as the MegaSquirt 3 daughter board kit. So this one here is not quite what I need. Let's just go to the main page, Mega Manual. MegaSquirt frequently asked questions, MS2 boards, V3 assembly. V3 board assembly instructions. MegaSquirt instructions or building for V3 boards with BG code for MegaSquirt 1 or MegaSquirt 2. Wait. Let's take a look at the board, see if the board's set up the same. So this is the board that we have here, and this is our board. So if we arrange it in the same fashion for the camera, this is essentially what we're looking at here. And yeah, that looks almost, yeah, that is identical. Okay, cool. Keep moving stuff. Come on, thank you. Okay. All right, so power supply, construction, and testing. I do not have a power supply. That's one thing you really should have whenever you're doing this, to test and make sure that things are good before you start assembling things. However, I'm just gonna cross my fingers and pray that I don't destroy anything. So the biggest difference between what this manual is going to show and what I'm doing, I'm not using a traditional soldering iron. I'm using a hot air station. So this is the guy that I'm going to be using, as you can see. So that thing can go up to 500 degrees Celsius, and that's how that happened. So this is for the MS3 expander. So this is not what we need. This is the expander board. This is the bag that we need. So we have Map Daddy 4 stuff. Looks like some extra wire, which I'll put there. And then this looks like all the main stuff that we're gonna need for the board here. So let me go ahead. Yeah, MS3. Yep. It actually said it on the other side of the bag. I didn't even notice it. All right, so we got plastic hardware. It's a cap of some sort. We have a Ziploc bag of various MOSFETs. This is one of the connectors. Some resistors, some diodes, more resistors, so many resistors, and Map Daddy for connection kit. Okay, so I wish they had some sort of parts list. That would make this so much easier. Like, so much easier. Alright, so R9 means resistor 9. The main board has a R9, and as does the stem, and they are different. Here are some examples. Diode 1, capacitor 1, resistor 1. IC U1 is IC chip 1. L1 is inductor 1, and I can see why they use an L instead of an I. Fuse 1, connector 1, blah, 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 blah. There are also a number of X jumper locations, X1, X2, etc. These generally specify location on the board to solder a jumper. If you look on the board with all components installed, you should see X1, X2, etc. visible. They also have other designations such as JS4 or JS1. These components themselves are designated. Okay. This is just a basic breakdown of some of the terminology and what you're going to see in the guide itself. So the following is a step-by-step guide for the v3.0 PCB MegaSquirt partial kit. Ooh, no, that is not what I need. Read these directions first. Be sure to check off all the steps you completed this way. You can take breaks as where you left off the last time in the assembler, and the average skill count, spending 8 to 12 hours of assembling and testing a MegaSquirt v3.0. So if it's not obvious, we're not doing this all in one sitting. As you can see, it says, I should say, take 8 to 12 hours. Now, I have experience building such stuff like this. However, I do not have experience with this in particular. So I'm going to be closer to that 12-hour side of the spectrum. So what we are gonna go ahead and get started on doing is I want to break down all of these baggies here. So there's tape. These are all like individually ziplocked. Actually, I don't want to cut the ziplocks open. So all I'm going to do is just get everything out of the larger ziplocks, just so that I know what I have here. Now, I've had this kit for basically a year and haven't done anything with it. So hopefully everything that I need is here. Otherwise, it looks like I'm ordering some parts bulk. So whole bunch of Ziploc baggies of resistors. And I was about to say they're all numbered. No, they're not. Okay. So it's just the different types. So R2, R9. Huh. That's weird. R3, R4, R7, R5, R11. So I guess... Oh my god. Oh my god. This just blew my mind. This is gonna actually be super easy. Okay, so I got really confused because I'm like, why am I seeing like this, for instance? So I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna focus or not. Hopefully it does. Yeah, let's go to the desktop. So, like right here, it shows like all the different things on there, and I'm like, excuse me, why do they have all these different resistors in here? Until I looked at the board closely. This is gonna be kind of hard to see, if impossible to see. Probably impossible. But each one of these like little blocks here, they have the corresponding number. So it's actually going to be a lot simpler than initially started on this. It's actually going to be the most interesting part. So I think how I'm going to do this is I'll just take like a handful of resistors to start out with. Here, let's do something along the lines of this. So this one here, these will be relatively simple. So some of the tools you're going to need, other than a soldering iron, if you don't have like hot air, is definitely going to be something like this, a little iFixit kit. And the reason why is for these guys, because there's no way in hell I'm just going to let it float there. Sorry. I'm going to let it float there while I'm soldering. So, yeah. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I want to... Oh, this is going to be interesting. But in addition to tweezers, the other thing you might want to have on the side waiting is a pair of these. These are flush cuts. So that you can put it up right on the board and cut them flush. Well, you don't want to cut them flush because you'll more than likely cut off some of your solder, but you know, close to flush. Up to the solder is what I would do. Okay, so I just want to make sure I know what's going on with this before I get started. So let me just go to where that is. All right, so as I'm kind of assuming, all of the jumpers are going to be on the back side. So I'm not too worried. I like that this is here. This can kind of tell you how to orient everything. All right, so this is it. Prepare the heat sink. You make this out of 1/8 aluminum. Oh, they already gave it to me. Drill holes in it. PCB heat sink area U5. These are all the different stuff that mount to the heat sink. Okay. The easiest way to get the spacing right is transferred holes. Okay. I mean, so this is just a heat sink, which is amazing. So that just means, let me make sure that these holes are lined up. Oh yeah, they're perfect. Look at that. All right, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead, move this guy out the way. Since we're not going to be doing that yet, we're going to be getting started on the resistors. Even though that little diagram on the screen is, let me show you what I'm talking about. Even though the little diagram on the screen here shows you the orientation, you also have it on here exactly where it's supposed to go. So yeah. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to set my rework station or my hot air station 35 on the heat. Let me get my syringe ready. All right. Nice little, cool. All right, it's all set. So I have paper towel sitting on the side just to clean up the solder that continues to squeeze out the tip of that. And this is going to be difficult to do. So I'm just gonna use these. Hopefully I don't catch my hand on fire. I'm just not gonna put my left hand anywhere near it. All right, so all these resistors are going to R1, 6, 14, 17, 21, 44, 48, 53, and 54. So the closest one to me at this point in time is going to be the 40s. it looks like. So I have 44, 48, 44, and 48. Actually, no. It's weird. So they actually go out of order, which I'd assume they would use some type of order to this. That was the case. All right, so I'm actually going to put this thing inside of these now so that I can actually get a better eye on what the hell's going on here. All right, so let's just locate these on the board. So we have R1 right there. Then R6 is... So over in this area we have, looks like R24 through 29. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. No R's up top, no resistors up top. There's a single resistor right there. This is, so R1's right there, R44 is right there. So that's two of the places that this is going. So we have R1, R44. But I would like to go in order so that I know I'm not messing it up. All right. So we have here. Actually, I'm not going to grab that with those yet. Just going to go ahead and get these bent. Oh my god, this is so much. It is so much longer than these things are tall. All right, so that's R1. Let's go ahead and bend these so that they're touching the board. I don't think there's going to be any here on the back. No, these are all jumpers for the most part. Okay, so. Ow. All right, so we have R1 there. I'm going to go for R6. So I'm seeing R18s. I don't know why I have this set like this. This is dumb. There you go. Okay, so up here I'm seeing 18s. R18. All right, so let's just go from over here. So that was R1. I don't see any of the other resistors. That's the only single digit resistor I'm seeing. Wait, nope, those are D's. Oh, here we go. Wow, I'm blind. So it goes from R1 over here. So this is R2 through 10. So we're going to need one over here. Wait. Nope, it's not 2 through 10 because R6 is not over here. It's R2, 5, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And 11 sitting at the bottom. So we have R1 over here. Where the hell is R6? So across the top, these are going to be everything else that we're working with. So oh wait, there's R3. Oh, there's R6. So R6 is on the left-hand side of the board. So R6 is in place. Next is R14, which I think I've already seen. There's R18. There's R14. So I think the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna do one baggie at a time. And that will make this a lot easier to figure out what's going where. And a lot easier for me to resume at a later time. So what I'm doing, like I've already showed, is on the backside, is once I put it through, bending the wires in opposite directions. It's kind of sloppy over here on 6, but you get the gist of what's going on. So go ahead and slide the board back in there. All right, so R14's in there. Next one is 17, which is right below it. Go ahead and slide this out of there. Nice little bend on these. R17. It's actually easier for me to slide it out. And then, you know, I'll bend it in the same direction as the other ones. And the thing that I like about the thermal paste is you don't have to be quite as precise as you do with a soldering iron, because say for instance I want to solder this guy here. If I accidentally get some that bridges these two, the soldering paste will actually not solder anything but the metal itself. So it tends not to bridge unless you put like insane amounts of it on there, which you shouldn't do. But yeah, so the next one we have, so we've done 1, 6, 14, 17. Next is going to be 21, which is, I remember seeing the 20s somewhere. Here it is. 21. So 21, just right there. Two and T1. Cool. Yes, that's 21. So we have 4 of these left. So we have 44, 48, 53, 54. So 44, I don't remember seeing any of the 40s. Here's the 50s, though. Oh, here are the 40s, too. Well, some of the 40s. There's 48. There's 13 for some reason. 30s, 18, 15, 18, 36, 34, 33, 20, 45. I'm just going to look for these around this size of them. Yep. That's 42. There's 44. I remember seeing 44. That's the first one I actually saw. Which is funny because I couldn't find one, and one was right above 44. Get that straightened out a little bit. So 44. All right. I probably should have got a power supply. I probably will have a power supply by the next stream, just so that I can test everything. So, yeah. Next one I'm looking for is 48. It's actually easier for me to look at the one on screen, and that's just simply because the resistors are a certain color, and you know, if you have ADD, it's a lot easier to see what it is you're supposed to be looking for. So, for instance, let's see, I'm looking for, so you have 3 left, so I'm looking for 48, 53, and 54. So ours, 48's right there. So that means we come over to the board, and 48's going to be right there. Which is sad because I've already saw this one. So 48 in its hole. I think we're at the point where, well, we have 2 more left, so I might as well do the last 2, but it's getting a little messy on the back there, so. We need, that was 48, 53, and 54. 53 is down here at the bottom of the board, and 54 is right next to it. So. Got 53 here. Make sure that's within its box. And we have 54 right next to it. All right. All right. So I was just taking a look, making sure I have everything set up pretty much correctly. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I want to do this all on the back side of the board. These are all pretty much perfectly in the spots they need to be. So, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and flip it over. Start work on this side. So this with one baggie down. We're going to go ahead We'll get this guy down first, so. Go ahead, put a little bit of soldering paste. We're going to do one as a test first. And then we'll go from there. Oh god. Of course that is what happens. So, lovely. Thank you. I need you to stay in your place. Alright, so let's do one as a test. Let's make sure this is set to a temp. That's good. Okay, it definitely went to the wrong side of the fucking board, but that's fine. Okay. Luckily I did one as a test, because that was a complete total failure. So, what happened is the ball decided it wanted to go everywhere but inside of its hole. So, well, I mean, it looks like it kind of worked. There's just flux everywhere else, so. Looks like I need to use a lower heat, because it looks like or not a lower heat, but a lower fan speed, because it looked like it was just pushing it around. And that is not something that I want to happen. I don't want to have to fight this thing with it blowing it around, so I'm going to set my air to... Oh shit, I just changed all my settings. Yeah, fine. That'll have to do. So I'm going to set my air to 25. Let's go ahead and try this again. Wow, that one worked so much better. Oh my god, yes. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, just so you can see, check the other side of the board. Wow. Perfect. So you can see, this is the one that we just did, and it's looking good. Goes through all the way to the other side, although it does look like it's not completely melted on the other side, so we're going to try not to heat up the resistor too much. And then just hit the little part there. Perfect. And perfect. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. This is working out perfectly and not hurting anything. Alright, so what we do next, go ahead and get the flush cuts. And just give it a little snip. Same thing over here. Snip. Good thing is it's not too terribly hot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull their leads over to the other side of the resistor just so I don't get them mixed up. Alright, and let's go ahead and use a syringe. One more time. There, so what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to get these all set up so that I can just go from one to the next, to the next, to the next. Since that test turned out well. Perfect. Wow. As soon as this thing cooled down. So. Did it again. The ball went everywhere except for where it needed to go. Right here. There you go. That worked a lot better. Alright, so let's add the rest of the solder paste. So it looks like you can't do ones right next to each other. Because it'll just try and not do what it's supposed to do. I want to check the other side of the board on that one. Yeah, I kind of figured that's what happened. So the solder actually seeped all the way through on that one. And just started running up the other side of the resistor. Just going to take the heat down. All right. That's much better. I want to put a little bit more on the other side of this. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm gonna try and blow this ball back over. This is gonna be very difficult. I'm gonna try and do it. Hey, there it goes. Oh. Let's go ahead and heat it from above. Still a whole bunch of flux there, so yeah, there it goes. Cool. Flip it over. It's all good on the other side. All good over there. All right. Which that went all the way through. So it looks like what I need to do is I just can't get it as close as I have been. It went up to 40. That is the reason why that is not really out for me. So I'm going to set this to 25. 25 is where it's at. Definitely. Still trying to figure out how much I need to put on this thing. Don't seem to be putting enough initially. Yeah, 25 is the right spot for the temp. For this guy. Cool. Ball it all the way up. So I did that. That looked like it went all the way through the. Come on. Keep melting. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and check all the joints on the other side of the board. Of course, none of them are fucking melted. It's the only thing it seems about this is it's working best for pads and not for the holes. Because you just have to end up doing double the work. But the good thing is that it doesn't take too long to just flip the board over and heat everything up for a second go. That's not melting. Oh wait, is that solid? That looks like it's solid. That is solid. Okay. Let's go ahead and check. No, that was not solid. That was still solder based. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit on that side. Go ahead and heat it up. Get the heat a little closer, a little closer. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, people. And shiny. Perfect. This one looks solid though. Yep, that's solid. Nice, 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 nice. I like the blue PCBs. Or the blue silicon. Very nice, very nice. Alright. I'm going to grab the one side with the tweezers. Hit it with the flush cuts. There you go. This is still white hot. You can tell that because I was touching the side of the board here and it was warm to the touch. Okay, I may have fucked up there a little bit. Let me go ahead and get that cleared out. That is overlapping right there. Alright, this is where it turns out I might actually need to use the flush cut feature on the flush cut. Alright. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Right. I'm just going to put this, I am going to put this in the standoffs for now. Because I seem to be moving it a lot more than I thought I was. Excuse me. Okay, so that's gonna be problematic. And grab my tweezers. I'm gonna try and do something about this. Doesn't look like there's anything we can do about that, unfortunately. All right, let's go ahead and cool these things off real quick. Tweezers are cooled off. Gotta keep that in mind whenever I do that. That's gonna be bridged. Actually, here, let's just do this. Let's just redo it. I already cut the lead, unfortunately, so that's gonna cause problems. So this here, I bought specifically for this project, just in case I ran into an issue like this. And essentially, it's just gonna pull that solder away. At least it's supposed to. Doesn't seem to be doing its fucking job. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, nice. It actually didn't, it didn't pull all of it away. It just pulled some of it away, and it cleaned it up. So now I can actually cut this thing the way I want it to. Out of the way. Perfect. Alright. That one is much, 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 much better. I'm just going to grab this one, do that by hand, because it's there. Alright. Last one needs cut is this one here. Nice, nice. How long have we been live? An hour. Wow. Okay. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish this stream off with the rest of this baggie. So I'm going to go ahead and get these last ones here soldered up. I might actually end up hopping on stream here tomorrow, so if you're not already, follow me on Twitter at FatalRPM. Also, if you want to see some gaming live streams, I'm thinking about maybe doing some over on my Twitch at FatalFPS. That's F8TALFPS. Yeah, I know it's but I don't know if I'm going to do anything there, but you can go ahead and follow me over there just in case I ever decide I want to game stream or stream some games over there. But yeah, let's go ahead, finish up these guys here. Now that I have learned from my prior mistakes, I am not going to pull these leads towards any other solder points, strictly because I don't want to mess it up. And if they are pulled to another solder point, it will be to its own, because I can more easily separate them that way. Like this one here. Like that. Perfect. This one here, I'm just going to rotate these guys inward. These leads are getting caught on each other. All right, cool. This one needs to be moved, but other than that, we're all good. All right, let's go ahead and solder past it up. Oh, it's for whatever reason chilling on the outside of the tip. I was like, why isn't it going on there? Do not want these wires to touch because that'll be a pain in the ass to undo. A lot harder to cut through a soldered wire or a soldered lead than it is a regular lead. Cool. It's all the leads now pasted up. I think I need to raise the temp a little bit because this is not going where it needs to go, like at all. Okay, that one worked a lot easier. I think it's just getting some heat into the board and it's taking a minute. Home. Go home. That is not your home. That is not your home. That is your home. No flow. Please. Thank you. Mm. Yeah, it's on 430. And turn this up to 4. Make it 440. Maybe it's just not enough. That's probably what it is. Much better. Much better. Yeah, this 430 is working a lot better than the 420 was. That's funny. Or sorry, the 440 is working a lot better than the 430 was.
It's funny, these the initial soldering, like the initial pace, seems to be more of a tack than anything else. Because it doesn't really it's never really enough, I've noticed. So once I get the initial tack down. Oh shit. Well, I'll clean that up here in a minute. Once I get the initial tack down, then I can go in behind it. The initial tack did not work because it's still moving around. On that one though. Beans. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Next is you. Wait, no, not done. Concentrate that heat. Concentrate it. There you go. Okay. Still not enough paste on this one here. Any of them that I can't tell are soldered. That was the only one. I was going to say, any of the ones that I can't tell have any solder on them, I'm going to go behind and give it a second go over. But this is the only one. Give me second issues. Almost. Come on. Come on. There it is. I wonder how much solder is under this. None. Nice. Alright, let's flip the board over. Oh my god, that lifted up so much. Oh my god, why did these lift up so high? Hold on. This needs fixed. This needs fucking fixing. You need to reheat. Ha 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 hot. Any day now. Like, that's not working. Hold on. We need to change the approach a little bit here. I need quick access to both sides of this board. Actually, let's do it like this. 1, 2. There you go. And now I can
basically squeeze this thing. You need another. Move it all around. Thank you. We could grab the lead, pull on it. Once it's hot enough, unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be repairable. Which is so sad. Because this was so close to being like just perfect. This one's sitting so goddamn high. This needs to be fixed. This one here. Oh, fuck. I cut the lead. It looks like I might need the regular soldering iron for this fix. These leads hot. See if that causes an issue. I doubt it will, but let's see if it does. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's gonna cause an issue. Because I just fucking bent it. Not even trying. Okay, stop fucking. Well, this resistor is gonna be broken. As it has gone two tilts twice. Cut the lead. It is much, 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 much shorter. However, I can heat it, lead up, and pull it. 3, hopefully. We'll see. If it doesn't work, I'm going to need to repair this. Which will be interesting, to say the least. So, this is its lead. need to hold this for too long at this thing. And turn it up to 450. This just isn't working. Okay, hold on. We're going to switch up the tactic a little bit. We're going to try and desolder it. Take that off. Take too much more than I need to. Copper wire's not cooperating. Man, this shit is hot. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Continue to keep the heat on it. I'll take it off. Thank you. Ready? Alright, now time to fix this with some fucking tweezers. Get to it. So, now, my plan is continue to heat it and apply downward pressure onto the resistor so that it smacks over the GoPro. So that it continues to go through. About the same. I don't even know how I hit the GoPro. That doesn't make any fucking sense. this stuck on something or? Oh well, it fucking soldered to the board. Did not go through the other side. It's technically on the board, but it's not in the board, which is the issue. So, we are going to move this like this. I attempt to do this without burning myself. And I guess that technically works too. I just smushed it, essentially. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's fine. That works for me. Alright. Wow. Alright. Go ahead and difficult. Very difficult. But okay, we're not gonna touch that thing yet. Cool. Pulled it through. The solder, of course, is still on the fucking lead. Yeah, pulled it all through. But as long as it's protruding through the other side, which it is, we're all good. That's this guy right here that I just did. Cool. Alright, next time on stream, we'll definitely, we'll get into everything a lot sooner. I don't even know if you can hear me. Yeah, you can. So, next time on stream, we'll, get into everything a lot sooner. I was just, I went to set up the stream last night, and this happened, and I couldn't do that. So, yeah. But while we go ahead and finish these things here, as always, I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the stream whatsoever, if anybody watched it, go ahead and hit the like button on it, as well as hit the subscribe button if you're looking forward to me actually finishing this board. And also go ahead and hit the bell icon next to it so you get notified whenever I do live stream next or upload a video. But without further ado, and as always, I want to thank you again for watching.